I'm here in the second bunker here at the Sunshine Course. Before we talk about this bunker, let me put in a word about the Sunshine Course. Here at the at Golf House in Lamont, we maintain a small course here which serves two purposes. Its first purpose is to allow us to assist people who are beneficiaries of our Chicago District Golf Association Foundation, veterans and disabled individuals who get a chance to play golf here and get golf lessons. But beyond that, we use it to do turfgrass and other experiments to try to help superintendents in the area do a better job. And on top of that, our turfgrass program provides what we call the Family Doctor Program, where if a superintendent is having difficulty and he's not quite sure what's going on, he can call our staff, and Derek or Shabazz will be out there usually within 24 hours. And if they can't recognize the problem, they'll take samples. We have a lab in Golf House, and they'll get you an answer. So for all of you, if you see a problem at your course and your superintendent doesn't know what to do, give us a call. We can help. But now we're talking about bunkers. The other thing that I didn't mention last time about the bunkers was that we planted various types of bluegrass surrounds. So if any of your superintendents want to see how these things work without having to experiment at your own golf course, they can come out here and take a look. We're in what is now probably the most popular modern bunker liner. It's the Better Billy program. That's the commercial name. And what it really is a form of flexible concrete, I guess is what I would say best. But instead of me talking about it, I'm going to let an expert, Reed Anderson, our superintendent over at Cog Hill, who also assists us with the Sunshine Course, and we're going to walk over to a spot where we've exposed part of the Better Billy bunker, and Reed can talk about it. Reed, please.
Sure. So the way Better Billy bunker works is you install a series of trench lines at the base of your bunker. You dig those into your clay base. You spread 2 inches of pea gravel across the entire floor of the bunker, and then spray it with a glue or a polymer that allows for infiltration and percolation. And then you can put your sand right on top of that.
So it really starts with the same principle that Don was talking about, which is the drainage lines with the pea gravel. But on top of that, they put a polymer which lets water go down but lets nothing come up, including water. And as a result, the bunkers drain faster. Theoretically, the sand stays cleaner. Of course, you can have infiltration from across the ground like Don has mentioned at his golf course, and it lasts a really long time. So this is a very good system. It's worked quite well for the clubs that have used it. The difference, of course, is that it's quite expensive. Mm-hmm. What does it run about a foot?
About $2 a square foot.
So it's $2 a square foot. You can figure out how many bunkers you have and the size, and you can figure out what it costs the club. The other thing that goes with all of this, of course, is the sand. Now, one of the things that all of these liners do is they help hold the sand on the sides of the bunker. So if you've got flash-faced bunkers, any type of liner will help you. Different superintendents have different opinions of which ones work the best, but they all assist. And then how fast your bunkers drain will depend on the sand. You want to talk a little bit about that, the sand portion of the drainage issue, Reed?
Sure. So whereas Don has flat bunkers at Skokie, flat sand bunkers, we over at Cog Hill have a really steep face. So we put that pea gravel and polymer down, and it helps hold the sand way up on the face. And then depending on the sand that you use, you can drain faster or slower. But the most crucial thing for us is if we just had a clay base like Don does, it would act almost as a slide for our sand and become super contaminated in the bottoms, and my staff would have to come through afterwards and shovel it all back up on the faces. We estimated that we were spending about 400 labor hours after a significant rain event, and now after it rains, we're spending about 100 hours. So we've cut the labor time in almost half just by installing the Billy bunker liners.
And those of you who have been out to Cog Hill, you know they have several courses, and the bunkers, particularly on the Dubs Dread course, are very steep face. So you might get even better savings at your golf courses. The other thing that matters is the type of sand. Here we have one called Pro Angle sand. That's a manufactured sand, isn't it, Reed?
It is, crushed, yep.
And the way they manufacture it is so that it will clump together more and wash down even less, regardless of whether you have a
Sure,
liner?
it's an angular sand as opposed to a rounded sand, so it should stay a little bit firmer, drain a little bit faster, and pack in and play a lot better.